Tonight, volunteers are searching across Cumberland County for people who are homeless.
This is part of the federally mandated census. Our Mallory Metzner joins us with this tonight. Hi, Mallory.
Alicia, Valerie, the number of unhoused people counted determines the county's funding for the homeless population. Homelessness is more visible in urban areas like Harrisburg or Lancaster. It's harder to find in rural areas. That's why volunteers in Cumberland County have an expansive search ahead of them tonight. At the end of every January, the point-in-time count is conducted.
The Department of Housing and Urban Development tells us that we need to take a snapshot of homelessness in our county and in every county across the nation.
That requirement is part of the funding process for organizations that help those who have no place to call home.
They are also looking at ratios, the sheltered versus unsheltered. How many shelter beds do we have versus how many people are unsheltered, and how many more shelter beds could we use?
Safe Harbor applies for funding for its short and long-term emergency shelters.
And it's important to provide as accurate a number as we can, because it does affect how much money will be available to Cumberland County and to the organizations in Cumberland County to be able to assist homeless individuals and families.
Scott Schul says there's been an increase in the homeless population in recent years.
Particularly because of the number of phone calls that we get on a daily basis asking for help.
According to coordinated entry statistics, there are about 264 households and 480 people experiencing homelessness in Cumberland County. Volunteers are going to search everywhere for them.
It's not as simple as the South Front Street encampment or under a bridge. People think of that as your stereotypical homelessness. But in rural communities, we're looking in places like parking lots for people living in their cars. We're looking along rail trails, the Appalachian Trail.
And it's going to be brutally cold.
So it's important for us to find folks, not only for the census, but to offer them shelter at the cold weather shelter that Community Cares has here in Carlisle.
The point-in-time count varies from year to year due to the weather and new shelters opening up. Volunteers head out in 2 shifts tonight at 7 and 11 p.m. In the newsroom, Mallory Metzner, ABC 27 News.